Hello, fellow YouTubers. It's moi, and I want to talk about the effects the government shutdown has caused. If we do a timeline, we know that 45 wanted to deport everybody whose papers weren't right, deport their kids, their families. He spent a lot of time setting up a program and actually created jobs so that ICE could be staffed well enough to accomplish this task. I'm talking taking children from their homes, parents, and putting them over in a camp. And I want to call it a concentration camp because they concentrated on people who didn't have their papers and affairs in order. Um, but I cannot say what they did or did not do to those people in those camps. What was said, however, and I do have pictures, I still have to figure out how to work my software. I was very disheartened by pictures of young children laying on the floor, lined out 15 to 25 in a room at a time, and laying on pretty much nothing but a blanket. Um, I can only presume that they were sleeping, but the conditions were horrible. So then we went from the deportation and snatching people off their jobs, out of classrooms, out of hospitals, off of construction sites, out of classrooms. We went to locking and extraditing people. Okay, then it hits. I want to keep these people from coming in here. So I want to build a wall. That wall is going to cost $5 billion. They start a GoFundMe. He's campaigning and promoting this new project that he wants to start, but he needs funds. Now, nobody's been able to tell me how it is that we always so broke and always saying we need money for this, that, and the other. Yet we have the printing machine to print the paper, to print the dollar bills. So I don't know. That's just a question I've asked. Why can't Congress or the Senate or whatever set of politicians, why can't they just vote to go ahead and print up some more money and be done with it? Well, I guess he was not acquiring the $5 billion fast enough. So they decided to shut the government down. Now, initially, I thought it was just office workers, federal employees that happen to work in an office doing a number of things. Unbeknownst to me, it was a lot larger than that. The military didn't get paid for the first week or two. The TS agents who search and attempt to keep us safe as we travel back and forth across these state lines and cities and countries. The office workers, the field workers, it affects all of them. Now, I don't know how long this is going to last, but what I am praying for is not only for those people to be able to get paid, but I am praying so hard that they don't receive any eviction notices. I hope no one's cars get repossessed. I hope no one's children gets kicked out of private schools. I hope they find a way to allow students to remain in college if they are enrolled. And I pray very hard for this because the teachers are striking. Now, I don't know, what age group, what grade, what type of school, but it is a lot of negative stuff going on behind political walls. And it's worse than what's going on out in the street. We got to do better, people. We have got to vote. It is ridiculous, the country that we live in now. So, you guys make a difference. Pay it forward. Help, do what you can to help those that are definitely in need. And I understand federal employees make good money, but a lot of people, that the more money they make, the more money they spend. And then you have those that have saved and saved for years that are in this bunch and are using all of their savings to try to survive. So, I've had these conversations with coworkers, and the common denominator to all of this, from my coworkers to social media to strangers, I did a poll at the grocery store. I was catching people coming out of the grocery store and asking them questions about, 45 wanting to build this wall, and would they donate so that he could build a wall and give the federal employees their jobs back. You have no idea how many people want him to build a wall for one purpose only, and that's to give those federal employees their money back, to give them their jobs back. Now, I was told today that it was said or heard somewhere that he is going to back pay the federal workers that are going to work every day and receiving no pay. But if you add up all of the federal workers that are affected by that, he just acquired his $5 billion by shutting the government down. Isn't that crazy? Unbelievable. Now, how many jobs will this create once he has his money to build a wall? Is he going to contract services out to build this wall? Or is he going to create federal funded jobs for this wall? So this will be positions for federal employees. Like, how is he going to benefit the world building this wall? Because it's apparent that he's not going to stop until he gets his wall built. But what will that do for us besides separate us, divide us? Financially, what do we gain to stand? Give me your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you soon.